Hello, I thought I would make a video of what I have collected, or just a part of what I have collected, because there's a lot more smaller parts that are still upstairs. So I'm going to walk around these parts and kind of describe them. I'm going to pause this right now and then shoot later. I'll start up here in the front. The wheels there are from Dayton Wire wheel product, never been on the car. The knockoffs are new. I purchased the new disc brakes. Those are HD8 carburetors. They have not been restored. They were on a running car. I might have taken a few parts off of there to keep my 140 going. Those battery boxes are handmade by a skilled craftsman with the correct aluminum doors on the front. And let's see, right there, that box contains a new water pump. I had a couple of extra, those plinths, I think they're called. There's the fan, the original radiator. It was in fine shape. It was, I drove this car a little bit. The front bumper and overriders are in hexavalent chrome, very well done. There's the left side front wheel and brake. The exhausts are new porcelain, and then there's the pair of what I had off the car that I elected to buy them that way instead of trying to porcelainize these. I don't know if this is a 3.4 or 3.8. I just can't remember, but it is a xk150 S model car. There is the original horn button, but I bought a new wheel because the car came with that racing wheel that you'll see a little bit later. The transmission cover is over the transmission, but that is an overdrive transmission. New clutch disc, new throwout, and pressure plate. These other parts behind the battery box are up in the front, fitting to fill out that area under the front wings. These seats are Connolly leather, all done. I think they would be fine in any car. They're nicely done. The little jump seats are behind. The gas tank is good, I think. At least it had no leaks. I used it. I just took it off the car. I have not cleaned it or put a sealant inside yet. I think I have 2 fuel senders upstairs for that. Again, the rear wheel. The sheet metal parts here are for the area where the spare goes, including that in the center of the picture right now is the little tie down for the wheel, for the spare. I have nice headlights. I have other ones as well. You could have your pick of those. That sheet metal piece there in the center of the picture is the under deck lid panel that goes across from the rear fenders. Rear bumper again is in real good. The overriders are great. These rear wings were redone in Classic Panels of England, and there was rust damage from the car when I bought it. They hammer welded, I think either put or the new bead or repaired it. They're about as nice as you can find, I think, and of course those are hard to find and expensive to restore. I would say that. The generator there, I know I have the starter someplace, but I can't find it right now. That's a new floorboard. The drive shaft, I think, is fine. And again, from this side of the engine where the carbs bolt on. That's kind of a quick overview. 4-minute video. I'll pause this right now and then I'll go over to where the car is. I'm not sure how this movie will come out. There's a little bit of shimmering going on in that grill. That's a really nice original grill that has been redone with hexavalent chrome. I have extremely nice bezels, a selection. You can have your choice, or you can buy them all if we can figure that out. I think the areas to body work in here are the areas on the parking lots. They're not done for sure. I did redo where the parking lights are attached, and those I worked very hard to locate exactly where they're supposed to be. The wheels, of course, I think they're okay, but they're just to transport the car. I did do lower fender repair already with a panel that I got from England. I have all of the ventilation parts, but I haven't really worked on that yet. The bonnet is a nice original one. I'm pretty sure it's aluminum. Excuse the dust, but that is powder coated, epoxy powder coated, and I've just put it away and just got it out and saved it. The racing steering wheel came with the car. I have bought another one that you saw in the other room. Just a second, I'm going to pause this again. Right now I'm shooting that, I think it's called the B pillar, the lower dash. That's a vulnerable place on these cars, and that was all redone from about halfway up. And it's very nicely done, where I've also incorporated the new hinge fittings, so they are in very good shape, and these doors are California doors, as I mentioned. The dash is out now. This isn't very good film here, but that's one of the California doors. I'll pause it again. This sill and shut face panel is as good as I could find, and I'm pretty sure it's correct. I didn't really talk about the inner fender is new from England, and the fender was original, then refixed, redone. The deck lid, I think, is just fine. I don't know if that's aluminum or steel, but okay. The frame is solid. I don't think it needs any repair. We were in the process of fitting this rear fender when my guy left for Arizona, and I haven't done much more. I think it has to come forward a little more at the top, but it seems to fit pretty well, the parts that have been applied to it. They're, you know, where the gas tank filler is. Anyway, there might have to be a little more body work done up in here. I just set the hood up there. It's not attached right now. And this, of course, is the right side of the car that needs to be completed around the back and up through to the door. Of course, this side looks a lot better. It's not a great shot, but I can't really move it outside by myself. I do have some other photos that I can send with an email that are still pictures. There's my 140 fixed head. It's also a matching number car out of the San Jose Turlock area. I think it's a very solid original car, and I've owned it about 20 years, enjoyed it. The overdrive works right now intermittently, so I know that it's some kind of a wiring connection problem. I'm not sure about the paint, whether this is original on this car or not. That is an original interior. The door panels are quite nice. The dash is very nice. The parts there in the footwell, I've been working on the right side under there, and I just haven't got it all put back together yet. The original engine, it's a fairly low mile car. I don't even know if it's been overhauled, but it runs pretty strong. I did rebuild the distributor. It starts and runs good. The little starting carb is a little bit finicky. You have to kind of wiggle it sometimes. I did do some work on the connections, but it's still, you got to hear it click, and as you know it, before these will start. I'm just sitting here, just scan the dash a little bit. Carpets are original, probably need to be redone. but I've just been enjoying it as a daily driver. The car had original painted wheels, and I've had those rebuilt at Dayton Wheel. And it was not a daily driver, that's for sure, but it's a driver. But I just drive it occasionally in the summer and then store it all winter when I go to Arizona. Here's my 36 Ford 3-window coupe with original paint except for the fenders. And then behind it is a 63 Mark II, been repainted, and original interior. I can't really do much filming, and my daughter is in love with that car. But as any Jaguar owner knows, it's not exactly the kind of a happy ending if she bought that or if I gave it to her, because she'd continuously have to mess with those Lucas electrics, etc. Anyway, that's the 3 Jags I have: the Mark II, the 140, and the 150. I forgot to mention I have the complete stainless exhaust for the 150. It says there Jag XK150. These are from England. It is stainless, complete system. I forgot to talk about the very nice original visors that go on the 150. I've just cleaned them up, kept them all these years, stored up in some paper. I also don't think I mentioned that's on the center, that's a drophead XK150 drophead door. I think it's the same as the coupe. And then I have 4 window frames that go with it. Plus, there's right in the center there's a drop head window frame that goes with it. There's a regulator. There's probably going to be multiple door regulators. There's the 2 or 3 little frames for the windows behind the main roll-up window. The vents are side vents. So I want to get all these out of here, these doors. I sold one for a couple $100. These are restorable, but they're a little rough, but there's going to be parts in there that are needed. Here's my 34 Ford Roadster that I'm doing in like a 50s hot rod style. That is a Henry Ford body, really nice and straight. And that's my passion right now, is to get this car done. Also, I did review what I filmed, and those are not headlights. They're, of course, tail lights. There are some other ones too. These are fine, but you can have your pick of those. There are some nicer ones, I think, upstairs, and that's the original jack and the grease gun. There's a couple of other wrenches, but I don't have the original complete tool roll. I also forgot to mention that engine stand that I built myself naturally goes with this, but the engine is not attached to it. It's cradled in there by gravity. And anyway, that comes with this because it sure is a lot easier to handle that engine when it's on that.